In this week's video, we head off to Colorado for a week of antiquing and thrifting. I get to hang out with my wonderful sister, and I get to spend a whole day with Heather from the Antique Addenda. What a ton of fun, and I am taking you guys along for the ride. Just leaving the store. I'm not doing a full day today, thank goodness. Tegan's filling in, and I'm relieved because I feel like I just have hit a wall. I've been nonstop painting my cabinets at home and then coming to the store, just doing a bunch of other stuff. And tomorrow I'm off to see my sister in Colorado, and I'm really excited. We're gonna head home because I have a surprise waiting for me. So look what came. Yes, gifted bag. Comes in its own dust bag. And here it is. My gosh. So we are gonna have so much fun styling this bag. So with a team of Italian designers from well-known luxury brands, Teddy Blake creates handbag designs for every style choice. They use premium Italian leather, and these bags are made in Italy, and that really says it all right there. Each one is high quality. It has attention to detail, imaginative designs, shape, and durability. I personally love the color choices. You know, these are bags that have all of the markings of high luxury, expensive bags, but at affordable prices. Right now, you can actually save $30 off your choice of a Teddy Blake bag just by using the code down below in the pinned comment and in the description. Back at the airport, heading off to Boulder, Colorado, and I'm gonna hang out with Heather from Auntie Addenda. If you have never caught her channel, she finds amazing things, and she's just really a lot of fun and has a really good sense of style. Hello!
I love this so much. You know why? Do you know why I love this? Because we didn't talk about filming.
No.
This is the first time Abigail and I have spoken in person.
Here's Heather. Doesn't she look beautiful in her pink top? It matches her hair great.
Thank
you.
You.
We're actually in front of our first thrift stop. It is the True Hospice thrift store, and we're gonna go see what we can find. I have found some really great things here, but you never know, right? It's a thrift store, so it could be hit and miss. But I already see like a pile of art. Oh, darn it. I was at home, I would totally pick these up. These are so cool. They would look great like in a dark academia house, kitchen, dining room. I was totally gonna look these up because there was a matching mirror, but Heather's like, yes, get them. Yes, get them.
Yeah, she just called me an enabler, but I guess I'm going to have to say guilty as charged.
That is so fun. If you had a Southwest decor style, very vibrant. But I probably wouldn't pay $25 for it. Look how sweet these plates are. The little man and little woman and a little pink house. Very sweet. It's kind of a cool studio pottery piece for $2. It's heavy. Flower frogs. $4. I think I'm gonna get this one for $7 though. Heavy, yes. How cute are these little needlepoints? I want to say I picked up a frame and it needs some art, and I really love that. So now we're at the Mile High Thrift Store, which is an offshoot of the red, white, and blue. And this is this your favorite store?
This is my favorite, not just for sourcing, but it also is so big and they have great selection of clothes. So for my personal shopping, for resource shopping, it's a fantastic location here in Denver. If you are ever visiting Denver, Colorado, you've got to come to the Mile High Thrift.
She's given away her secrets. And you know, the funny thing I was telling her is, like, I'm so excited because I watch other YouTubers all the time and they're always pulling out amazing things. As a matter of fact, I just caught Heather's last video where she pulled out a brass reindeer and sleigh, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look how good that is. So super excited, super excited. Of course, it's cash only.
Yeah, it is cash only.
Ooh, it's a big one. Look how huge it is. Wow, just the shoes alone. Oh, I'm gonna need a cart. That is adorable. I must put it in the cart.
Further away from the anchors that weigh me down. Familiar faces filled with dismay, 'cause the sun rises when it wants. But know your time will come, and there's no use in going alone. Keep your eyes on the horizon, and together we will run.
So if you could get, are they matching? What's weird is these two kind of match. These have speckles. These don't have speckles.
They don't have speckles. It's a different design, but I don't care because I would sell them individually.
Okay.
What? I thought they were $5.99 a piece.
No.
Well, come home with me, you little cups. There is so much glass here. And they're priced as sets. Like, this is a set of 8 for $9.99. I would totally buy these if I was at home.
On the horizon, and together we will run. time will come and there's no use in going low. Keep your eyes.
So we're in North Denver, apparently. And I've already hauled out 2 small loads from 2, and we've only been to 2 thrift stores, so doing really well. Wow, look at the size of this Goodwill. It is massive. Yes or no on these? I don't know. I'm thinking no.
Even at Christmas time, put a little Christmas
Oh,
tree
put a
in
little Christmas tree. That would be so pretty in a kitchen. They have a ton of this Roseville Ramsbottom. So it is made in Ohio. It is made in Roseville. It's just not the original pieces. But my gosh, for $4.99, and as long as you disclose it, those are great pickups. All right, we're at the Lafayette Flea Market, my favorite store. All right, we're here. Let's go shopping. How cute are these wheat shaft glasses? Oh my gosh, they are so cute. Look at these, Heather.
Look at
They are so beautiful.
Yeah, those are super pretty.
$40.
Wow.
Very pretty. Oh my gosh, look at this. They have dominoes on the inside made of wood. Come on. It's $14. So beautiful though. Oh, I gotta find them. Wow, look at this wallpaper. Oh, that is just stunning. And look at their shop sign. That is really cool too. Lush. Very well done. I mean, it needs a lot more inventory, but the aesthetics of the actual booth are pretty great. Kind of like this. That's really interesting. $30? This is such a great furniture piece. Look at that. That is beautiful for a kitchen or even a dining room. Lots of storage, and it's only $169. Somebody come and get this beautiful piece. Oh, that does look like brown Wedgwood. That's really pretty.
So pretty. I'm wondering,
it's
I think this
brown.
might be like, is it Denby pottery?
Oh, Denby pottery. I don't know if they make fancy pieces like that. I've always seen the modern. I so love this teapot.
Coloration, but it's still.
Look at this. It's like a waste paper basket, but it's made out of like recycled newspapers, maybe not, or magazines.
Yeah.
But it's a waste paper basket. It's so fun. How beautiful is that? This one does not have have a lot of room for margin though. I think it was like 27, but that is a beautiful piece. No? I love it.
Being brown, quite beautiful. But I do think the hummingbird makes it desirable.
Yes. And that perfume bottle is so sweet. So what does she have like way down here hiding away? This is from Italy, I can tell. We're getting ready to do yoga to a symphony put on by Yoga Pearl, and it is so stunning up here. Not to mention there's beautiful music. We're grounding. We're at Shiakwa Park,
Just watch out for bees though.
which was a resort for the rich and the wealthy at the turn of the century. This was basically like a camp area, so they have all these really sweet little cabins where people would come and stay. And it's always been called Shiakwa. I can't remember the total history of it. Maybe I'll look for a landmark sign and read it off to you. So I've always wanted to have lunch here at Shiakwa. They have such a little quaint restaurant. So I'm really looking forward to it. And you know if you know, that when I'm traveling, I totally do not do keto. It's way too hard. So anyways, I'm really excited. And we waited, I think like 35 minutes just so we could eat outside, which is totally worth it. Is it about a farmer's market that makes you feel like you're just a little bit healthier? I'm not sure, but I'm here for it. cactuses. These ones are actually flowering. I love these. I would love to have a beet salad. Well, welcome to the haul part of the video. If you are not familiar with me, my name is Abigail. I have an antique and vintage store in Poulsbo, Washington. I have an antique booth at Lander Street in Seattle, Washington. I also sell on most major platforms, but lately my favorite is Etsy, and I do have a coupon code. It is LOVEITBUYIT. It saves you 15% on your total purchase, both on Etsy and eBay. And I'm really active on Instagram, so if you are too, go follow me over there. And as usual, if you see anything in the haul, you can also just send me an email. All my information is down below in the pinned comment. So at our very first stop at True Thrift Store, which benefits Hospice, I found a couple of items. I found this wicker mirror from probably the 1970s in white. And you know, honestly, these are coming back in style. I'm not going to say they're super valuable, but I thought it was worth picking up. It's not very heavy. I did pay $12, but it was a good way to break the thrifting ice. And then I got the matching mirror, which I actually liked more, and the mirror was $4. And I think maybe one of the reasons why these are coming back in vogue is because the younger generation is really leaning towards pastels. That's kind of the sense that I'm getting from them, just seeing what they're buying. And so I think the white matches better with that kind of cottagecore, grandma-core decor. I also got these, and where did I get these? I can't remember. I think this was at the red, white, and blue store. So that's Heather's favorite store. And she was telling me that they still go out and do pickups at people's houses. So they get some really amazing things. And so I can't remember what it's called the Mile High Thrift Store here, but typically it'll be the red, white, and blue store, which is popping up everywhere. We don't have one in Washington State at this point, but I'm sure they're going to be coming soon, and they're going to give Goodwill a run for their money. So anyways, I picked up these kind of ice cubey candle holders. They look like little snowballs. They were $2.99. I'm going to say these are not super valuable. I think they're maybe like $35 for the set, but I love the look of them, and I don't see them that often. So I paid $6 for the set, and they probably won't go online. They'll probably just go directly to my store. So I instantly gravitated towards these coffee mugs. They are really incredible. I cannot remember who the maker is. I will look these up and pop it in right here on the top, but they are really wonderful. And when I first saw them, I looked at the price and I'm like, well, I'm not going to pay $6 per mug and then drag them to Washington. And then I realized that they only wanted $5.99 for a set of 5. And so each one is slightly different. Even the handles on these are different. And so as soon as I found out it was $5.99 for 5 of them, I'm like, I don't care. I will pack them in my suitcase, or I will get a box and pack them up and ship them home, because for $5.99, that was a really good deal. And that was at the Mile High Thrift Store. So there's a green one of these. Then here is like another, was it another green one? And then a blue one, and that completes the set of these mugs. And I also got these ones. I love the color. I love the design. I want to say they comped really well. And this was also, I think this was a set of 4 for $5.99, but I'm also bringing these home. I always say nowadays, I try not to buy anything that doesn't actually appeal to me. There's something about that. Like if I buy something that I really dislike, but I know is valuable, then every time I see that item, it's almost like, oh, why did I buy that? And these are kind of on the edge, although they're really cute. So I bought these little needle points. One is a covered bridge, and then the other one is like a mill in these like very 70s frames. And again, these type of pieces of needlepoint are currently appealing to the younger generation, because to them again, these are like 80s does 1800s, right? But for the younger generation, they just see these as like 80s quaint, kitschy art. So I don't think these are going to last. And I paid $1.99 for each of them. I'm going to put some restorer finish on them to just make them look really nice. And then these will be popped up on Etsy and eBay and Facebook Marketplace. So those also came from the Mile High Thrift Store, as did this little cutie. This was made in Japan. It is definitely vintage. I don't know what it was originally used for. Maybe it was supposed to be an ashtray, even though it doesn't have any indentations. But look how cute it is. Oh my gosh, for $1.99, and it still has its made in Japan sticker. So I'm sure this one will be going online, and I could not say no. The other breakable item I found at that Mile High Thrift Store that I couldn't leave behind is this strawberry butter holder. Now, butter holders, you'd be surprised that, people are on the hunt for butter holders, mainly because they're very practical. It's something that everybody, I think, can use in their kitchen, right? But the fact that it has these cute little these cute little strawberries makes this even more attractive, because strawberries are also in, especially now that it's summer. So I think the other item that is all the rage right now, why, I don't know, but I keep finding them and I keep buying them, are swans. So these are so sweet. And we were wondering what they were used for. Were they just decorative? You could put some napkins in there, and I actually think that's probably what it was. Not very many napkins, but you could put some. So I found 2 of these, and these are $3. These would also be really pretty, actually, to hold books, like little bookends, right? But very, very pretty. For $3, I cannot say no. Whenever I find these, I will pick them up if they are a reasonable price, and that is Mara pottery. Again, it is heavy, it is breakable, but I absolutely love Mara. This is a pottery company out of Mexico, so these are all hand done. They have the most amazing texture and hand feel to the handles, and they're always signed on the bottom, and they always have kind of these abstract designs. This one has an elephant, which I have never seen, but we actually just sold one of these, and I want to say it sold for like $34 or $38. I'll find it and pop it up here. But they do sell. I'm not going to say they're like super quick sellers. I think it depends on the pattern, but I absolutely love them. I actually bought one for myself in San Miguel de Allende, which I brought back with me, and it's one of my favorite mugs. So this one was $4. It'll probably go online for $34, $38, and it will definitely sell. So if you see these, that's what they are. They're called Mara. So I love buying bookends, and these ones though were next level. I totally paid up for them, but I'm glad I bought them. And they are these amazing brass, bronze, mid-century modern ladies on these wood stands. They are incredible. So I guess it would go like this, right? Holding on to your book. So I paid $60 for these. And I mean, I'm just assuming they're bookends. I mean, that's what I am thinking that they are. But I guess you could have just like one if you wanted to, kind of sitting on a bookcase or a table. And again, I paid $60. This was from my favorite booth at the Lafayette flea market. And isn't she just incredible? I just could not say no. I just couldn't. So Heather actually found this in that favorite booth of mine at the Lafayette flea market. And she chose not to get it. She finally just said, no, I don't need it. And for some reason, I'm just like, I know it's $22, but I have to have it. And again, I think it's used to hold butter. But it is this absolutely beautiful piece of blue. And look at that. It's this gorgeous pink color. It's very, very reminiscent of Majolica. It really looks like Majolica. And we also said to ourselves that we felt like it had almost a French look to it. And although it, in a way, it looks like very naively done. You see like that corner doesn't quite meet there, but there's something so charming about it. And look, this little bird is holding a little tiny berry. Now, again, I did pay $22 for this, but I will probably list this for probably $84 because it is so unique and it is so lovely that I think, things that are unique like this definitely do really well online. Again, at my favorite booth at Lafayette, I found this really lovely, is it French? I think it's French. It's a little French mustard holder. Maybe it had a lid. I would think like a cork lid would be great in there. I know you can get cork lids on Amazon. I don't know what sizes are available, but look how pretty that is. Or you could just use it for like toothpicks, Q-tips. You could put little flowers in it and use it like a little bud vase. Anyways, I could not say no to this. This one wasn't very much. It was only $2.50. It will also probably go online though. Again, at that booth, Heather actually found this one also, and then she decided she didn't want it. And honestly, I'm like, yeah, I think I'll take that home too. It is this beautiful urn. It looks very, very much like Wedgwood, like brown Wedgwood, but it's not marked brown Wedgwood. I don't know what the marking is. It does have a mark. It is so faint. Does anybody recognize what that mark is? Anyways, it's really, really beautiful. And it's interesting. It does have this very unusual texture to it. And then look at the handle. That handle's so pretty. Anyways, the brown color, I think, is really what makes this just a beautiful piece. I use pictures as vases. I don't even have any vases. I use my pictures for those. So I think that would be perfect for this. But it's also an amazing display piece. And I paid $16 for it. Well, thanks for joining me on this Thrifting Colorado adventure. As usual, it was such a blast taking you along. I had such a great time with Heather from the Antique Addenda. If you're not familiar with her, again, go follow her on YouTube or Instagram. And if you get out to do some thrifting yourself, I certainly hope the thrifting gods will be with you, that you find some fabulous stuff, and otherwise, I will see you in the next video.